It was July 8, 2024, when a silver Land Rover SUV was clocked at 72 mph in a 50 zone. Normally, that's a hefty ticket, but this wasn't any ordinary speeding stop. It was a construction zone with workers present, and when Trooper Ass lit him up, the driver made a choice that turned a simple traffic stop into something far more dangerous. Instead of pulling over, he slipped past multiple exits and shoulders, crossing a river bridge with no safe place to stop. By the time he reached Broadway, it was no longer a traffic stop. It was a full pursuit.
Approaching the 40 split. Taking 107 exit.
Taking 0K exit.
Trooper Ass attempted to end the chase with a tactical vehicle intervention, but the suspect powered through it. Then came the move that nearly turned deadly. The driver swung his SUV the wrong way down an exit ramp and charged head-on into oncoming traffic.
You're not letting them get on the wrong way on there, so.
We're already on.
Get it stopped, folks.
Other person hit.
Got me a head! Put your hands up!
The Land Rover slammed into an innocent driver, and even then, the suspect tried to push forward, wheels spinning against twisted metal. When troopers pulled him out, it became clear the danger wasn't just reckless driving. The strong odor of alcohol hit immediately. Inside the SUV, troopers found multiple open containers and a half-finished drink sitting in the console. The driver was arrested and charged with a long list of offenses, including felony fleeing, DWI, reckless driving, no insurance, and even endangering the welfare of a minor. Thankfully, the innocent driver suffered only minor injuries. In Lee County, Florida, on July 8, 2025, what began as a Chevy Silverado ripping down I-75 at nearly 100 mph quickly spiraled into chaos. Behind the wheel was Kevin Donald Reardon II, a man whose day was about to shift from reckless to downright bizarre. Behind him, multiple Florida Highway Patrol troopers were already gearing up to shut him down. Trooper Hernandez was the first to lock onto the Silverado, clocking it weaving through traffic like a pinball. When the lights and sirens came on, Reardon pretended to comply, tapping his brakes, signaling as if he were about to pull over. Then he punched the gas, and just like that, the chase was on. As another trooper took over the pursuit, Reardon wasn't finished with his reckless game. He cut hard into the patrol car, ramming it on purpose in an attempt to knock it out of commission. Maybe he thought it worked once, so he tried it again. But this time, the move backfired. Instead of disabling the trooper, the hit only escalated the situation and made everything far worse for Reardon.
Come out.
Still pushing over 100 members on just 3 tires, Reardon blasted through a stop sign at Tucker's Grade. That's where Trooper Riley made his move, cutting him off and forcing the Silverado off the roadway, shoving it deep into the grass. Inside the truck, troopers discovered 6 empty liquor bottles, 4 full ones, weed, paraphernalia, and prescription medication, and Reardon himself reeked of alcohol, later testing at a blood alcohol level of 0.152. But the real shocker came at the hospital when medical staff found he had smuggled a bottle of pills inside his own body. Hours later, he finally removed it, adding one last bizarre twist to a chase that already had everything. Reardon now faces a long list of charges: felony fleeing, DUI, possession, reckless driving, and more. His Silverado was destroyed, multiple patrol cars were damaged, and his night ended in the Charlotte County Jail, not on the open road. On September 5, 2025, in Russellville, Arkansas, a silver Honda Accord came blasting down Sparksford Drive, hitting nearly 50 mph in a 30 zone. What should have been a routine traffic stop quickly turned into something much more serious. The driver was identified as Nathan Jose Alaman.
We're going south towards the interstate on 124.
27, stand by, 19. Your J, 1060, very that correct.
Turning east on the I-40. Boy Frank Mary, Fort 1 Yellow.
Once on the interstate, Alaman pushed the Accord to 130 mph, weaving across lanes, blasting down the shoulder, and turning rush hour traffic into his own dangerous slalom course. But as the pursuit continued, it became clear he wasn't fully familiar with the route, something that would soon show in the way the chase unfolded. Exiting at Pottsville at over 100 mph, he blew through a stop sign and launched off a curb, briefly going airborne before crashing down into a commuter lot. Somehow, he managed to regain control and swing the Accord back onto U.S. Highway 64.
He's crashed out, he's crashed out.
Crash, 230.
1022. He's going east on 64 now. Got a lot of smoke coming from his vehicle. I'm not sure if we're starting to go. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Turn around! Get on the...
A precise hit to the driver's side sent the Honda spinning off the road and into a ditch, finally bringing the dangerous chase to an end. Alaman was taken into custody without further resistance and transported to the hospital before being booked on a long list of charges, including felony fleeing, reckless driving, and speeding at more than 130 miles. It was June 26, 2024, when a simple stop sign violation should have ended with nothing more than a citation. But once officers discovered the driver had an active warrant, everything escalated quickly. Behind the wheel was 28-year-old Nathaniel Burton. When North Little Rock police attempted to pull him over, Burton refused to stop, darting into traffic as Arkansas State Police Trooper Glover moved in to assist. As Trooper Glover took over as the primary unit, the suspect pushed the vehicle at dangerously high speeds, even blasting straight through a construction zone. As the chase continued, it became clear Burton had absolutely no regard for anyone's safety, weaving recklessly and turning the roadway into a hazard for everyone around him.
Passing 6th Street southbound. Coming up on Broadway. We're going eastbound on Broadway. Scratch that. Failed TVI. TVI.
Once the vehicle was boxed in, Burton was taken into custody without further struggle. He was charged with felony fleeing, reckless driving, speeding, and driving on a suspended license. Despite the chaos and danger he caused, Burton was released on just a $500 bond and has since pled not guilty to all charges. On September 15th at 4:25 a.m., the Ganny Bridge in Pinellas County lay quiet, with calm waters below and only a few headlights cutting through the darkness. But one of those drivers decided the law didn't apply to him. A Florida Highway Patrol trooper spotted a vehicle weaving and speeding across the span, and the moment the patrol lights flipped on, the driver made his choice. He ran. trooper's push sent the fleeing car into a violent spin, metal grinding across the pavement until it finally slammed to a stop. The vehicle was totaled, and the suspect's run was finished. Inside, troopers discovered not just the driver, but his girlfriend as well. Both were quickly detained and placed in the patrol car. But even in handcuffs, the girlfriend made one last defiant move, trying to slip out of her restraints in a desperate attempt to break free.
Can you guess, please? No. Tighten up, bro. Tighten up, baby. Baby, please stop. I swear to God, I'm gonna bond you out, bro. If anything happens, bro, I swear to God, we straight, bro. Just stop. Don't. Bro, do not say anything, bro. We straight, bro. I promise you. Baby, stop. Don't do that. You're gonna get more charges, bro.
You gotta go
Squeeze. Fuck, I just got tired. Tell me I have something for you. I'm gonna get hurt, bro.
I can't.
Baby, stop.
Even after all the chaos, the suspect and his girlfriend made one final attempt to slip away. But there was nowhere left to run. Both were taken into custody without any further incident. As for the driver, lab boy Brandon, he now faces charges of fleeing and eluding. On May 31st, 2023, in Rockdale County, Georgia, a routine patrol took a sharp turn when a Honda Accord began acting suspiciously around police. Officer Jay Bruno ran the plate, and it didn't match the vehicle at all, a classic red flag for a stolen car.
1048, Total 2 show, requested 1024, 1048, we're finally in at home.
Opposite trail, that vehicle will be 1080.
When Officer Bruno attempted to pull the vehicle over, the driver immediately hit the gas. Bruno opted not to pursue, but nearby Sergeant A. Cook wasn't about to let this one slip away. With a switched license plate and a strong possibility the car was stolen, Cook jumped in as the primary unit.
Just past intersection, roll over.
10-4, roll over, just past the intersection.
Stop! Right here. He's saying, don't put like 4520. I want to tase you! Stop! Stop! Roll over! 560 radio, taser. Roll over!
After a hospital visit, 50-year-old Melvin Marquez was booked into the Rockdale County Jail. His charges stacked up fast: felony fleeing, obstruction, driving on a suspended license, concealing a vehicle's identity, no insurance, and failure to maintain lane. At his first appearance, bond was denied. Weeks later, the judge set it at $15,200, but Marquez never posted. He sat in jail until November 7, 2023, when he took a plea deal. The result, 8 years total, 3 years locked inside a Georgia state prison. The remainder served on probation. Along with that, the court ordered $6,850 in fines and fees. On June 3, 2024, in Seminole County, Florida, a burgundy sedan tore down I-4 at 112 mph in a 70 zone. For most drivers, that's reckless speeding. But for 28-year-old Wilfred Ruiz, it was only the beginning. When Trooper Brandon Cano lit him up, Ruiz didn't hesitate. He refused to stop. Instead, he dropped the pedal to the floor, and the chase was on.
for 1028, can you provide an update of 1020 and what are the traffic conditions?
Moderate traffic. 1 mile away.
10-4.
Light traffic. As soon as I get a chance, I want to pull it. I just gotta get to him.
Hi, copy.
Only be able to do it when he slows down. Right now we're at 95, so we're not doing it otherwise. That's 10-4. I'm passing the 117. Passing the 116. I'm right. We're passing the 115. Light traffic. Speed 115.
10-4, 1039 is that Volusia County Sheriff's Office?
I believe so. It was an unmarked unit. Approaching the 114.
Ruiz refused to stop when Trooper Brandon Cano lit him up. Instead, he floored it, weaving recklessly between cars, pushing past 100 km/h and nearly causing multiple crashes along the way. And if you think that driving was reckless, just wait. The rest of this chase would make everything before it looked tame.
10-4, 100, how far out are you? Copy, 111.95 miles per hour, center lane.
The Bravo likely 417 that's coming up on I-4. Can we get air?
That has been requested. And last unit you said your ID was 604, you're keying up with an alias. Copy, 109 westbound, 100 miles per hour. I'm just signal 14, not sure if it's the RO or not. Do show that he's valid.
Yeah, but I need traffic. I need to be the one we're passing the 107.
Somehow, Ruiz held that burgundy sedan steady, threading through traffic at triple-digit speeds without a single slip. With so many cars on the road, Trooper Cano had no safe window for a pit. Every attempt was blocked. Every opening vanished in seconds. For the next 10 minutes, the chase raged across I-4. Ruiz never lifted, his sedan darting across lanes like a missile, while troopers fought to keep the public safe. Finally, backup units closed the gap, forming a net around the speeding car. With more cruisers stacking in, the options were running out for Ruiz, and the pressure was mounting to bring this madness to an end.
276, you make 1025 with the aircraft.
Going on main line, approaching 436, light traffic.
Copy. 1105 on your lap. That's the form we requested on that.
Civil.
I copied it with 1020.
This time, troopers boxed him in, crushing any chance he had of slipping away. But what happened next stunned even the most seasoned troopers. Ruiz suddenly began overdosing, shaking, losing consciousness, and fading fast. Troopers administered Narcan not once, but 4 times in a desperate effort to keep him alive. He later admitted he had swallowed drugs during the chase in an attempt to destroy evidence. Inside the vehicle, troopers found cocaine, digital scales, baggies, stolen IDs, and credit cards. Ruiz, already on probation for aggravated assault, was booked into the Orange County Jail under a mountain of new charges, including felony fleeing, reckless driving, drug possession, and more. It was September 6, 2025 in West Memphis, Arkansas. What should have been a quick traffic stop for no headlights turned into a rolling demolition derby. The driver, later identified as Jimmy Lee Kegler Jr., made sure of that. And here's the kicker. His car was equipped with an ignition interlock device, the same device designed to prevent drunk driving, but clearly it wasn't doing its job. At first, Kegler tried the classic slow roll trick at a gas station, creeping forward as if he might stop. Then, without warning, he hammered the gas and tore off down Goodwin Avenue, and the chase was on.
Now, direct G23.
What's this 20?
Increment extended.
TBI.
TBI. Was initiated. It's going to be in pursuit at Ingram, southbound.
Turn it left right in the project.
It's going to take a left in the project.
The trooper pinned him for nearly 40 seconds as smoke poured off his tires. Kegler fought his way loose and rocketed back toward Ingram Boulevard, proving he wasn't about to surrender. The chase weaved through neighborhoods, apartment complexes, and crowded streets.
I'm turning back to the
To your right.
23 turning to the right.
Put it in park! Look at me! Put it in park!
They're still in pursuit, headed back towards Ingram.
We're over here in these apartments now.
At the apartment now.
Show me your hand! Hey! Stop! Stop!
Troopers eventually managed to box him in, but even then, Kegler refused to surrender, rocking his car back and forth, tires squealing as he tried one last time to break free. When verbal commands failed, troopers smashed the windows, forcing his hand. Only after realizing they weren't backing off did Kegler finally crack the door open, a small moment of compliance that ended with him being pulled out, taken to the ground, and cuffed on the pavement. Kegler, reeking of alcohol with bloodshot eyes, was arrested on a long list of charges: felony fleeing, DWI, third offense, resisting arrest, no insurance, criminal mischief, and more. His car was totaled, the fence he plowed through was destroyed, and Trooper Wright's cruiser was left with thousands of dollars in damage.